Are you avoiding stairs, even just one flight, not because you are tired, but because your knees make you anxious? Have you ever stood in front of a low chair and wondered to yourself, if I sit down, will I be able to stand up again? No one hears that question, but many seniors over 60 think this way every day. This is not just knee pain over 60. This is the feeling of gradually losing independence. It is when you begin to calculate every step. It is when even a simple movement requires hesitation. Many people share with their doctor, "Doctor, I can tolerate pain. I'm just afraid that one day I will no longer trust my own legs." And what is frightening is this: there is no single moment that marks the decline, only small changes that accumulate, through skipping a step, through avoiding kneeling, through choosing to sit more than to stand. There are countless exercises for seniors being widely promoted, countless exercises for knee pain, but most are not truly designed for the over 60 body. They do not answer the most important question: how do you continue living independently without fearing that your knees will betray you? In this video, I will share 5 surgeon-approved exercises, not to get stronger, but to reverse knee pain, to bring knee pain relief for seniors in a way that is safe, practical, and appropriate for those over 60. And stay until the end of the video. I will share with you a very simple 30-second test to find out how old your knees really are. That number may make you rethink how you care for your legs starting today. From these real-life shared experiences, you will see one clear truth: you are not alone. One 69-year-old wrote that every morning their knees crackle and pop even before they manage to step into the bathroom. Another person said they do not have severe pain, but every time they climb stairs, it feels as if their knees don't know where they're going. Someone else confessed that what they fear most is not the pain, but the sense of instability, as if their knee joints are no longer reliable. Many seniors share that they have tried stretching, tried walking, tried all kinds of exercises for knee pain, but the results are very inconsistent. Some worry, is this exercise meant for osteoarthritis or only for mild pain? Others say, frankly, I just want something simple, something I can do every morning without feeling scared. The common thread in all of these stories is not age. It is the quiet fear that the knees are gradually taking away confidence in everyday life. It is precisely that quiet worry that leads us to an important truth. Most knee pain over 60 does not begin because the joint is completely damaged. It begins with a loss of mechanical control. The muscles weaken first, the brain loses stable signals, and only then does the joint start to bear load in the wrong way. Many seniors are advised to walk more, to stretch more, but if the muscles that hold the kneecap in place, especially the stabilizing muscles at the front of the knee, are not activated correctly, then more movement can actually increase anxiety rather than reduce it. The truth is, it is not that harder exercises are better. It is not that longer workouts are more effective. It is the right muscles in the right order at the right dose. Just a few minutes a day at the right time can restore the feeling of knee stability before we even talk about strength. And that is why the next 5 exercises are not designed to burn, but to reclaim control of the knee in a safe, systematic way and approved by surgeons.
And precisely because it must be the right muscles in the right order at the right dose, what you are about to watch does not come from intuition or internet trends. The exercises in this video are built on the clinical experience of orthopedic surgeons, professionals who see seniors' knees on the operating table every day and understand very clearly what could have been avoided if proper training had started earlier. In reality, most severe knee pain cases in people over 60 are not caused by age, but by training incorrectly, training insufficiently, or training too late. That is why surgeon-approved exercises always prioritize stability, control, and neural signaling before talking about strength. The 5 exercises you are about to see require no machines and no gym, yet they are widely used in functional rehabilitation for seniors, not to work you to exhaustion, but to protect your knees for the rest of your life.
From here, we need to completely change the way we view knee pain in older adults. The problem is not in the knee, at least not only there. The knee is like a middle victim. It bears the consequences when the thigh muscles weaken, the glute muscles fall asleep, and neural signals slow down over the years. When these muscle groups no longer coordinate properly, the knee is forced to absorb the load on behalf of the rest of the body, and pain appears. Therefore, trying to treat the knee by massaging it, wearing braces, or avoiding movement is only addressing the surface. What truly needs to be done is to teach the body how to use the legs again as it did when it was healthy. The good news is, this can be completely reversed, even if you are already over 60. And that is exactly why the next 5 exercises are arranged in a very specific order, not by chance, but to restore control to the knee step by step. When you shift your perspective to understand that the knee does not need to endure, but needs to be properly supported, this is the moment to turn that understanding into safe, practical action for seniors over 60. Exercise 1. Glute activation, relieving pressure from the knee. Goal: bring the glute muscles back into their primary role, so the knee no longer has to take over the work meant for the glutes. Why it matters. In older adults, the glutes often fall asleep due to prolonged sitting. When the glutes are weak, every time you stand up or climb stairs, force is driven straight into the knee, dull pain and loss of confidence. How to perform. Lie on your back with knees bent and feet firmly planted. Squeeze the glutes and lift the hips just enough, keeping the spine neutral. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds, then lower slowly. Dosage: 8 to 12 repetitions, 2 sets per day. Correct sensation: warmth in the glutes and hamstrings, knees feel lighter. Common mistakes: overarching the lower back, shifting effort into the lower back instead of the glutes.
Exercise 2. Hamstring strengthening, stabilizing the knee joint. Goal: create a safety strap behind the knee so the joint stays stable during walking and direction changes. Why it matters. Weak hamstrings make the knee feel loose and easily fatigued during longer walks. These muscles help control movement and reduce shear forces within the joint. How to perform. Stand behind a chair, lightly holding it for support. Bend one knee, bringing the heel toward the glutes. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds, then lower slowly. Switch sides. Dosage: 10 to 15 repetitions per side, 2 sets. Correct sensation: warm tension in the hamstrings, no pulling inside the knee joint. Common mistakes: swinging the body, lifting the knee too high.
Exercise 3. Ankles and feet, the overlooked foundation. Goal: restore the balance foundation so the knee no longer has to put out fires. Why it matters? Many knee pain issues begin with stiff ankles. When the ankle lacks mobility, the knee is forced to compensate, overload. How to perform? Sit on a chair with feet flat on the floor. Lift the toes up, then lower slowly. Next, lift the heels up, hold for 2 seconds, then lower. Dosage: 15-20 repetitions for each movement, 1 to 2 sets. Correct sensation: more mobile ankles, feet feel awake. Common mistakes: moving too fast, lacking control. Exercise 4. Controlling the sit-to-stand movement. Goal: regain a vital daily function, standing up and sitting down without fear of pain. Why it matters. This is a movement you perform dozens of times every day. Doing it incorrectly leads to accumulated pain. Doing it correctly leads to real pain reduction. How to perform. Sit on a chair of appropriate height. Drive through the heels, squeeze the glutes and thighs to stand up. When sitting down, lower yourself slowly over 3-4 seconds. Dosage: 6 to 10 repetitions, 2 sets. Correct sensation: controlled, stable, no dropping onto the chair. Common mistakes: leaning too far forward or allowing the knees to collapse inward. Exercise 5. Full leg coordination. No jumping, no kneeling. Goal: teach the muscles to work together
instead of each muscle handling things on its own. Why it matters. Real life does not isolate individual muscles. Coordination exercises synchronize the brain and muscles, reducing the risk of recurring pain. How to perform. Stand upright. Take a short step forward with one foot. Gently lower your center of gravity, then return to standing. Switch sides. Keep the movement small and controlled. Dosage. 6 to 8 repetitions per side, 1 to 2 sets. Correct sensation. The entire leg works smoothly, without jerking. Common mistakes. Stepping too far forward, causing sudden load on the knee. Golden rules for seniors. No exercise should cause sharp pain in the knee. Slow, steady practice for 10 to 15 minutes each day is better than cramming everything into one long session. If pain increases, reduce the range of motion and do not push through it. But how do you know whether these exercises are enough for you? In the next section, I will share a 30-second test to help you determine how old your knees really are and how to adjust if you need more.
After you have the 5 core exercises in hand, this is the moment to answer the most important question: are they enough for your knees? As I promised at the beginning of the video, stay until the end, and here is a very simple 30-second test to find out how old your knees really are. How to test. Sit on a sturdy chair, back straight, both feet flat on the floor. Place your arms crossed over your chest. For 30 seconds, stand up and sit down slowly and with control, without using your hands and without dropping heavily onto the chair. How to read the results. 10 or more repetitions. Your knees are younger than your actual age. 6 to 9 repetitions. Function is still good, but it needs to be maintained consistently. Fewer than 6 repetitions, or needing to use your hands. This is an early sign of instability, not a disaster, but it is already time to take action seriously. This number is not meant to scare you. It is meant to remind you that your independence begins today, in these 30 seconds.
And if the number you just saw made your heart sink for a moment, pause here. This is exactly when I want you to feel reassured. The 30-second test is not meant to label your knees as good or bad. It is simply an honest mirror showing you where your body is right now. More importantly, the 5 exercises you just watched are all designed to be safe for people over 60. No jumping, no kneeling, no forced range of motion, no dangerous twisting movements. These are surgeon-approved exercises focused on muscle activation, movement control, and redistributing load, exactly what aging knees need most. If you have knee osteoarthritis, start more slowly, reduce the number of repetitions, and prioritize a comfortable, pain-free feeling. Sharp pain, stabbing pain, or increasing swelling are signals to stop, not to push through. Remember this: safety does not come from staying still. Safety comes from moving correctly. And the moment you begin to move correctly, fear will start to step back.
When fear begins to step back, a very special space appears, a space made for new belief, a belief that your knees have never expired, but have simply been misunderstood and neglected for far too long. Many people over 60 have thought, pain is just part of aging. I have to accept it. But the truth is much gentler. Your body is still listening, simply waiting for you to speak to it in the right way. When you reactivate your glute muscles, hamstrings, ankles, and learn how to stand and sit with control, the knees no longer have to carry the load alone. Pressure decreases, movement becomes smoother, and confidence returns, quietly but very real. The new belief is not, I will be pain-free immediately. The new belief is, every day I am reclaiming control over my own body. And when you can feel that, each step, each stair, each time you stand up is no longer a challenge, but proof that hope is steadily growing. If that new belief has just been lit within you, this is the moment to turn it into small actions that move in the right direction. Don't try to do too much. Don't overtrain. Simply choose 1 to 2 of the 5 exercises today and perform them slowly and consistently for 7 days. If this video helps you understand your knees better, tap like. That is a way of telling yourself, I still care about this body. And if you know someone over 60 who avoids stairs or is afraid of standing up and sitting down, share this video with them. You may be giving them something very precious, independence. Subscribe to the channel, keep following along, and I'll see you in the next video.